in the middle of the desert. All right, we're going to Iraq right now. We're getting out of Kurdistan.
Iraqi.
Iraqi أصلي. الله يخليكم. الله معاكم. I'm just sitting with all these like captains and military generals, you know, just innocent old guys. Welcome to Iraq, baby. Welcome to Iraq. I'm gonna show up to Mosul. My family's gonna be in shock. Like, what? How are you here right now? Yeah, so I guess we just kind of make our way. There's no lane. You just force your way through. قيس. الجيهان؟ قيصر منو؟ قيس. قيصر منو بالضبط؟ أنا اسمي قيس، ما أعرف. سيارة من عندك؟ ها؟ سيارة باسمك؟ نعم يكون نفسك؟ إيه نعم. آخذها معي لو تخلوها. So I'm basically kind of trapped in Iraq right now. That's checkpoint going into Kurdistan, and we're going out, so no checkpoint. There's facial recognition now, or some sort of camera. Everybody's got their security up, eh? Look at this, they're changing tires. No problem. They got a whole jack out there. That's their job on the side of the highway, to do tire changes. Iraq, Adel, go ball, go ball! Guys, we got to Iraq and the dash is instantly like mega dusty. Like it took 10 minutes. Look, British plates. British plates. I had to give them a little honk. There's a cheat code how to get everybody to move for you in Iraq. It's a little bit different than how it's done in Europe. And I'm not gonna show you just yet, but we're gonna leave that one in the armory for when we really need it. So the edge here is actually probably a good like 5 inches off the shoulder. So if you did happen to sway off, you're probably gonna have a blowout or really mess something up. It's not a smooth transition into the shoulder lane. That's all I'm telling you. We're on an elevation, and yeah, you mess up, it's not too good. Especially like if you're on tires like me, 19-inch rims, no, you're done. All right, guys, this is how we switch highways in Iraq. We all just kind of, you know, go for it. There's no lanes, no turn signals, no lights. You could go straight, you could go turn. I think you guys got the gist of it by now. What is this, checkpoint? Like, we still don't know when the checkpoint's gonna happen, but we'll get there. It's for sure happening. Alright, we got something going on here. Yeah, you basically just choose which lane you wanna, which way you wanna go here. But it both leads out to the same. Basically the roundabout is 2 ways. Big pothole, avoid that. Yeah.
With the boogie down Bronx, you don't want no drama. With the blonde bottles of white America, Venzo, this spokesperson for the Latino. The referees and everything else in between, including the percentages of the rest we don't. The best from East Coast, the Midwest, to the dirty, even further to Miami, all the way back to California. Hey, it'd probably be best right now if I want a gal right now, get on the floor while I wait.
There's a military base up on that mountain to the left. Fuck off. Right here. See that? I think that used to be an American base. No, it's Kurdish. All right. I believe we continue straight. I don't know. Everybody's turning, but it doesn't mean we gotta turn, right? Iraq right now. We're getting out of Kurdistan. Face this towards me. We'll do multiple of these checkpoints, so I'll get the other camera set up. We'll see it better next time. السلام عليكم. هلا. من كندا.
كندا على راسي على راسي.
حبيبي.
وين رايح انت؟
على موصل صح هذا الطريق؟
هذا الطريق على موصل.
حبيبي.
وين شنو عراقي انت؟
انا والد بكندا بس عشيرتي كلها هون.
يعني انت عراقي؟
عراقي اصلي. الله يخليكم.
هلا بالشباب.
الله معاكم.
ما محتاج شيء؟
لا كل شيء تمام الله يخليكم. Islam. He asked me if I need anything. They're very nice, kind people. And we're in Iraq. Technically we've been in Iraq, but this is proper Iraqi governance, I believe. You know what? No, that was actually just a Kurdish checkpoint. I think we hit the Iraqi one soon. I can't remember, but yeah, there might be another checkpoint. Yeah, one of them was like the big guy, like the captain was just staring at the flag like, bro, where'd you come from? Oh, they were so nice, man. And he's like, do you need anything? You know, they're being very hospitable at a military checkpoint. And so far, both checkpoints have been properly nice. And it's the flag, it's getting us through pretty good. It's just those pricks at the, man, let me just make this clear. It's not Kurdish people. It's the people working at the border are very racist. And you're gonna get racist people, but it just so happens that everybody there was just not being very welcoming, unfortunately. You know what, I take that back. There was 2, 3, like the guy who did my x-ray, remember he let me through easy, and there was the one guy who was trying to get me through, like when the photocopy guy gave me a hard time, he told me to go tell him to fuck off, you know? There was a few nice individuals, it just so happens to be that the guys in charge were not trying to help out. Dude, you go read online, some people get through, there's videos, people who got through, kept their passport, just had to like ask, go see the general like I did, and sometimes they don't want to do it for you, so. All right, so Waze Maps has come clutch. Waze Maps does navigate within Iraq, unlike Google Maps. Waze Maps will take you to Mosul. All right, we should have just been using Waze from the start. Everybody told me use Waze and I was dead set on Google, but I think the Google days are over now. It's time to move on. We've reset our life, we've left Canada, we're now in Iraq. Not too sure what we're doing. We don't even have our passport anymore. They've robbed us of our passport, you know? Man, the camera turned off, I almost caught it, but the sheep herder was giving me a thumbs up. He noticed the flag. We're getting thumbs up in Iraq, boy. All right, I think we got another Kurdish checkpoint here. They didn't even check my papers, eh? That one, they were just happy to see me. Oh no, he did check my papers, he did. My memory's really bad. دمي عراقي. السلام عليكم. يسلموا. It's fast. Straight through. Look at this. Welcome to Iraq, baby. Welcome to Iraq. Every time you pass a military truck, you gotta go like this. You gotta show respect. Yo, I'm just gonna show up to Iraq. I'm gonna show up to Mosul. My family's gonna be in shock. Like, oh, what? How are you here right now? How do you get through all the checkpoints? They're gonna, so much is gonna be going through their heads. They're gonna say, do you have a hard time at all? I'm like, nah. You know, I'm not gonna talk about the border right away. It's not about that, man. You gotta forget about that. All right, now we're entering Iraqi governance. Here we go. They've got x-ray machines to our left. So yeah, there's a whole inspection coming into Kurdistan. Going into Iraq is not as heavy duty, but coming back into Kurdistan is when you have more security. will definitely be asked to open a trunk going into Kurdistan. That's more likely than coming into Iraq, but it's still possible. It's just that Kurdistan's got their security like on point, so the Iraqi army doesn't really see any big threat from people coming from Kurdistan. It's usually the other way around. So yeah. So now we're entering an area where the Iraqi flag is raised. So Kurdistan, you won't see the Iraqi flag much. You see it at the border, and that's pretty much it. Some places you might see it. Some cities are less like political. Some cities you might see it, some cities you might not. But in Iraq, you will definitely see the Iraqi flag, and that's where we're at now. We're straight up in, well, I guess we're still in Balzdipastan. It's just like another province of Balzdipastan. We're in the Iraqi province of Balzdipastan here. Yeah, so I guess we just kind of make our way. There's no lane. You just force your way through. We just jumped into Iraq, eh? Yeah, they're doing some searches. Just a basic trunk opening. Mine's gonna be a headache if they do ask me. What's going on with the guy in front of me? Is he broken down or something? Uh-oh. Oh no, he's just trying to jump into somebody else's lane. Come on. It's a real fucking shit show out here. السلام عليكم. كندا. كندا؟ أخذونه بالحدود. هوية كندية. أنا دمي عراقي بس والد بكندا. قيس. أجي هون؟
قيصر منو؟
قيس.
قيصر منو بالحجاب؟
أنا اسمي قيس ما أعرف.
زيارة منو؟
ها؟
زيارة باسمك؟
إيه. نعم. لا والله.
قيصر. قيصر.
أنا قيس. إيه نعم. أخذها معي لو تخلوها. السلام عليكم. Okay, we're gonna pull to the side here. He's saying the paper is written Qaisar, and so they spelled my name wrong at the border. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not gonna bother bringing the camera. Let's just go deal with this. All right, car gotta get searched, but they're letting me in. He just said you're gonna have to go back to the border because those idiots didn't write your name wrong. He was ripping on them too, but he's very nice, the general. So I went into the general's. Kid's trying to sell me water. I'm like, bro, I gotta get searched. So yeah, we're getting. الجن هو قال لي تعال هون. هو قال لي تعال ورا، قال لي تعال فوت هون. اللي لابس ابيض.
كاميرا عيني يعني.
ايه بس هو قال لي تعال هون. اسف.
عادي شوية تنوب.
شلون؟
شوية تنوب قدام.
عاد. مليح؟ عندي شنطة مع الكاميرات وكل البقية بصور. يعني سواء كلتها تمام اطلعها فيديو. كم؟ وحدة يلا حبيبي الله معك.
يلا روح نحكي. السلام عليكم.
الله يخليك على راسك. Okay, we're done. They lost my, you know that photocopied piece of paper that got me into Iraq? They lost it. I can't find it anywhere. They lost it at the border. So I'm basically kind of trapped in Iraq right now. My paperwork that I have to get around Iraq doesn't have my name written right because Kurdish people can't spell in, well, those guys can't spell in Arabic, I guess. I can't read Arabic, so I didn't even pick up on the fact that my name is spelled wrong. And these guys were making fun of them. He let me in, very nice guy. I'm Iraqi, man, like, come on. You're not gonna send me back. I was like, bro, can you please just let me in today? I'll go back to, yeah, he's like, don't worry, man. Like, you're coming in. It's just, you need to go get that fixed as soon as possible because you're gonna have problems in this country. You're not gonna be able to get around with your name spelled wrong. Now, we have got through checkpoints, but sometimes they just let you through because they see the flag, but sometimes they actually do their job. It's really hot. It's 45 degrees right now. There's 351,321 kilometers on the car, and we're in the middle of the desert. We just got into Iraq proper, and today has been one hell of an adventure. Nobody knows where I am yet. Nobody knows I'm in the country, except for the military officers. The guard who was searching my car asked if I would take photos of him because I told him I had a camera bag. He was asking me what's in the bags, right? I told him I have a camera bag. He's like, oh, you want to take a picture of me and the boys? But the boys weren't down, so that one got passed up on. But everybody's chill, aside from that border. And even at the border, there's some nice guys, but that sucked. That was a really bad entrance to Iraq. Now we're really just in here. We're stuck. Our paperwork is no good. Getting back into Kurdistan might be a problem because of our fucked up paperwork here. And I'm gonna give them shit when I go back. Oh yeah, because you know I told the general, I was like, all right, you're taking my passport from me. Am I gonna have any issues at the checkpoints? I got no ID, I got no identification of who I am. And he just gave me a blank face. He's like, yeah, you'll be fine. Oh yeah, I'll be fine. That's why I just got pulled into another general's office in the middle of the desert. The general told me my Moslawi dialect is on point. He's like, oh, your Moslawi's really good for somebody who grew up in Canada. And I'm like, yeah, I've been here a lot, man. They're like, so you're not Iraqi? This keeps coming up. Nobody can decide whether I'm Iraqi or not. I'm like, well, I was born in this is what I go for now. I was born in Canada and my blood is Iraqi. And that's gonna be how we get through now. Bro, the second I sat in, they're like, sit down, nice AC'd room in the middle of the desert, okay? Like, freezing cold in there. They're like, sit down, take a rest. And I'm just sitting with all these like captains and military generals, you know? Just innocent old guys. And I go, guys, they gave me such a hard time at the border. That's what I opened with. I was like, they gave me such a hard time at the border. And instantly they're like, okay, we're not gonna mess with this guy. He's already been through the ringer today. He went through the he got a Kurdish fucking wedgie today, you know? At that point they realized maybe we just let this guy enjoy the rest of his day. He'll deal with his problems when he has to deal with them. And if it's at another checkpoint, it's at another checkpoint. At the end of the day, I'm a human being and I'll be alive. What are they gonna do? Lock me up? I'll call the Canadian embassy and they're gonna have a problem on their hands. So at least there's that. As much as I like to shit on Canada, I'm still Canadian. I still have my Canadian advantages, you know? They can't just take a Canadian and throw him, lock him up, or, you know, contain him within Iraq. Like, if I want to leave, I'll leave. We got another military checkpoint. Oh man. Are they just walking away? Look, they just walked away. They're not even gonna bother. No? He just waved me out, so no inspection. But here's the thing, the Kurdish checkpoints were really nice about letting me out. Let's see how nice they are about letting me in. Alright guys, look at Mosul. Beautiful city, untouched. Audio test. Alright guys, well I guess I'm in Mosul.